Anyway, remember, the Times actually got their Pulitzer Prize for spreading these outright lies. They should definitely give it back, correct the record, and apologize, but don't expect that to happen. The New York Times is not truly a news organization. It's basically a PR operation for Biden and the Democratic Party. All right, now in the hot seat, we have the co-host of The Five, Geraldo Rivera, along with senior advisor to President Trump, Stephen A. Miller. All right, I'll agree with you, Geraldo, on the surface. I don't think the documents are going to bring down Joe Biden. I don't think it's going to hurt Donald Trump. If it didn't hurt Hillary, everyone's getting away with classified top-secret documents. That's not my issue. I want to know why they found these documents on November 2nd and didn't inform the public until 68 days later. In the interim, during that 68-day interval, they also set up a special prosecutor for Donald Trump, and they also went and visited the Penn Biden Center, and they didn't tell anybody. Yes, they went to Biden's home after they found documents there, but there wasn't the big, there wasn't the siren, the raid, the kicking everybody out like they did Donald Trump. They went to the Rehoboth home, but they allowed Joe Biden to go to that home 10 days prior, knowing they needed to look at that home. And I want you to look and talk to this audience directly, and you tell me if that sounds like equal justice and equal application of our laws, and whether or not you want Hunter Biden to have access to top-secret classified information.
That's a different issue, the Hunter Biden story. That will work its way out. We are talking about this document scandal. This is a phony scandal, Sean. The documents at Mar-a-Lago was a phony raid. It had nothing to do with the American people. There is zero evidence that either President Biden or former President Trump did anything to compromise national security.
That point.
People are obsessing over a story that does not matter.
But you're not answering my question.
But the story of Hunter Biden.
Why did they raid Mar-a-Lago, but they don't raid any of Biden's homes? Why is it they didn't tell the American people for 68 days? Why didn't they tell us before the election when they knew 6 days before the election? Do you think that's fair? Is that fundamentally fair to the American people?
I believe that what is happening now with Joe Biden, in part, consciously or subconsciously, is a reflection of the authorities, the Department of Justice,
Geraldo,
attempting to show the American people that they are being even-handedly. See, we raided Trump. Now let's raid Biden.
Should the American people have been told before November 8th in the midterm? They knew that he had the documents.
By that, it was so in its infancy. This whole story was so much in its infancy that asking Biden to hold a press conference before the midterms and say, oh, by the way, the FBI is going to raid my house, or the FBI thinks I stole documents is absurd.
Stephen Miller, is that fair?
No. This was a cover-up, a concealment to try, once again, to influence the American electoral process. It's what we have been seeing now for 6 years. The deep state, the Department of Justice, now the National Archives, are trying to play God in our elections to decide whether Republicans win or whether Democrats win. This information was kept from the American people to try to influence the outcome of the election. I'll say one more thing. You cannot divorce this scandal from the fact that Hunter Biden, as you discussed with Senator Ted Cruz, is engaged in dealings with foreign governments. And the money that Hunter Biden is earning is then subsidizing the lifestyle of Joe Biden. So we have to know, we must know, how is this classified information being used to line Biden's family pockets?
If that was true, isn't there a U.S. attorney that has been probing Hunter Biden now for a couple of years at least? Has he not come up with anything? This is a story that exists. This is a media story. This is, you got my guy, Trump, now I'm going to get your guy, Biden. I think of far more interest right now, Sean, and you alluded to it, and it's one of the things that Stephen Miller and I, rare things that we agree on, is that Russiagate was a phony scandal.
But let me ask you this.
Well, I will take that opportunity because agreement is important to say that Russiagate not only is a massive scandal, but the fact that the Columbia Journalism Review, as Sean said, a left-wing publication, came out today and condemned The New York Times and other publications.
I agree.
This is a moment. This is a moment
I agree.
where
Let me
we need
ask
to
you
have
both one last
introspection
question.
in the media about what
and
they did to
that's where
Donald
the
Trump.
focus should be.
I want to ask a last question. When you look at the astronomical amount of money that the Bidens made, and Joe Biden's lie that he never talked to Hunter or any family member about their foreign business dealings, you know it's a lie, Geraldo. And you look at, I'll pick 3 countries. Ukraine, where he admits he had no experience and made millions. Russia, millions, no experience. China, $1.5 billion deal, Bank of China. $5 million, no interest forgivable loan, $100,000 shopping spree. You look at these countries, hostile to America. Did Hunter Biden, does it not stink to high heaven the millions of dollars that he and his family made? Do you not see this as a serious need, see a serious need for investigation for influence peddling here?
If it is true, then why the hell hasn't the U.S. Attorney told us over 2 years now that they have been probing Hunter Biden, that he's more than just a junkie or a whoremonger or all the other things
Geraldo,
that he demonstrates to the world in his shameful tapes? But it's not.
Steve Miller, that's a lot of money.
It is not national security.
They're walling off the influence peddling, just like they did with Hillary. They're walling off the influence peddling, just like they did with Hillary, because the deep state wants the influence peddling to continue, because when they leave government, that's how they get rich. That's why it's called the swamp.
Well,
see,
okay.
That rhetoric is why we get nothing done, because we can't focus on the fact that right now Russiagate is being exposed for all the world to see.
That we agree on, Geraldo. You are 100% right.
Was the malignancy
on that
of the
issue?
Trump
Geraldo's right. I agree. But on the issue of money, that's where the Biden family has their greatest vulnerability. Millions and millions with no experience. What a great world it is for the Bidens. I'll tell you that. All right, thank you both. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.